Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Captain in My Shed. I'm Captain Mikey, this is my shed. In this episode I'm going to do two things. I'm going to introduce you to a project that I'm starting, and I'm going to make something to help me build that project. I bought myself a set of Narex chisels because the project that I'm going to be making is a very large table, and the frame and the leg assembly is going to be made out of solid oak. I'll be doing some nice mortise and tenon joinery on that, and I didn't have a decent set of chisels. In fact, I had one reasonable chisel. But the other side to this video is me making something to hit them with, because I don't have a mallet. I do have a very generous neighbour though, and he has a lovely big chunk of Welsh oak that he's given to me. This will make one of the mallets, so obviously not the whole thing. It's not going to be this big. So that's one piece, and I'm going to make another mallet, a slightly smaller, more dainty deal, a little bit more fancy maybe. I have some offcuts of mahogany, as you know, so I'm going to use them. These I'm going to laminate together because they're not going to be quite thick enough on their own, I don't feel. And I've got this piece of ash for the handle. For the big boy, I've got a chunk of oak that I'm going to use for the handle. Let's get started. Well, it took me a little longer than I hoped, but it's my very first mortise through a chunk of oak this big, and we're through. It's obviously not finished yet. We've just got the bulk of the material out. I now have to come out to the markings and make it all nice and neat. I also have about a quarter or maybe a third left of the material out on this side. I didn't go all out in one go, so this way I had the chisel had two sides, both of its faces could register, and I just thought it would be a bit more easy to control that way. And now that remaining bit of material should be relatively straightforward to remove. Yeah, if you've been watching me chisel going, what on earth is he doing, then by all means comment below, give me any pointers you can. I'm here to learn as well as you guys, so yeah, let me know if you see something glaringly obvious that I could do better. Then let me know, that would be good. All right, let's finish this up. solid oak, I guess English pattern, rustic looking joiner's mallet. Really chuffed with that. What a great little project as well if you're looking for a way to practice your hand tool skills. Cutting the mortise in here. I got the spoke shave out. We've been using regular chisels, hand saws. It's all in there. Nice little project, and this is going to be dead useful. Nice functional piece of kit. Sit it on the bench like that. Grab it nice and easy. Said I will put a bit of oil and wax on it probably just to keep it looking nice. Yeah, success. So the next one is going to be a little bit of a different build, and we'll get into that now. Okay, it's been a couple of days since I made this, the beast. It's a pretty hefty piece of kit, so it makes sense that I have something a little bit smaller as well, just in the odd occasion where this is not suitable. I have some really nice offcuts. I've got this piece of ash, which is going to be perfect for the handle. Nice straight grain, strong piece of ash. And I've got these two bits of mahogany. A little bit different with this one from the last one, where this was pretty much all hand tools apart from the squaring of this big oak block. This one, the smaller one, I'm going to try and do it all on table saw, chop saw, and try and get it done in a slightly different way, and we'll see which one's quicker, which one works the best. Let's do it. So what I want to do is, in this central piece, I'm going to create a sort of tapered mortise, and I'm going to do that with a single cut on the table saw. All I'm going to do is put that roughly halfway. There's material to play with, and in order to get the angle, I'm just going to put something, wedge something under one end as I cut. I just got a scrap of oak that I've been using to mix paint with. It's about yay thick. I'm going to put that under one end, and this should give me a nice little taper. Basically, what's going to happen is, there we go. I'll align the bottom edges up with the bottom edge of the mallet there, and that will define my tapered tenon. And now when I glue the other side on, that'll be perfect. Then I just need to cut this to the same width as the narrow portion of the tenon, and it's going to be a split tenon, so I can put that in there, put a nice wedge in the middle. It's going to look good. All right, that was fairly straightforward. Right, so the glue's dried. Me and him are going to have a look at what this looks like. Has it glued successfully? Cool. What do you think? Quick inspection. I like that side. What do you think? Yeah? So you can see we've got a nice shallow sort of tapered what will be a mortise, and the two, they're a little bit rough, those cavities, but obviously they're going to be inside the mallet, so it's not a problem. That's you. Yeah, you. That's you. And this is me. Those are clamps. because I'm obviously an idiot, I've cut off pieces from the wrong side. So I'm going to style it out though and just cut pieces from the right side now, and fingers crossed it'll all work out. I'm sure it will be fine. very final thing to do, or to make rather, is the wedges to go in here. This is always the exciting bit. It's the glue up, the assembly. Let's do it. That's the finished product. Really pleased with the way that's come out. It's got a really nice comfortable handle. It's a good weight. It's still quite a sizable mallet, but you can see by comparison it's nothing like the big beastie, the big Persuader. The dead blow function, I mean, it probably helps a little bit, but to be honest, the cavities in here weren't really big enough to generate enough weight in terms of the amount of sand that I could put in there. And I put a little bit of lead in there, but probably not really enough. Two beautiful mallets that we put to work on the next woodworking project, which is this great big table that I'm making. I introduced you to at the beginning of the video, and yeah, excited about that. I've got the wood being delivered to a friend of mine. I'm going to introduce you to his workshop, and we're going to dimension that wood. It's coming in pretty raw, so it should be an interesting project to see right from raw wood through to completed table. And I'll take you along for the ride, and hopefully it'll be a smooth ride too. Anyway, for now, take care. See you next time. Bye.